Hi again, 3GD. Here's your maths lesson, week 7, lesson 2. Go to the Top Marks website, please. In the search today, you need to type in fractions of amounts bingo. And you're going to start off by finding halves. Okay, so half of 8 is 4. You can check your answer. Next, half of 18. 9, I think. Check. And so on. If you're happy with that, you can have a go at finding 1/4 or 1/3. Have fun! Just a little bit of revision on time now and time facts. So on some square paper, write the heading time facts like this and just number down to 5. Now you don't have to write down the question, just write down the answer. Just numbers, that's all you need. So question number 1, how many seconds are there in a minute? Question 2, how many minutes are there in an hour? Question 3, how many hours are in a day? Question 4, how many days are in a week? And question 5, how many months are in a year? Okay. Now you can mark that yourself. Remember, we don't need to do any crosses. If it's wrong, just leave it. So number 1, there are 60 seconds in a minute. Number 2, there are 60 minutes in 1 hour. Number 3, there are 24 hours in a day. Number 4, there are 7 days in a week. And number 5, there are 12 months in the year. Well done if you got 5 out of 5. Don't worry if you didn't though, as long as you tried your best. Now here's a table of information all about the amount of rain different places in the United States of America have. So there's Redding, not our Redding, but the Redding in California, USA. Las Vegas, Midland, Odessa, I don't know how to say that, and Yuma, Arizona. Now in the table they've given us the amount of rain in weeks and days, but we're going to convert it to amount of rain in just days. So have a think. If it rained for 2 weeks and 2 days in Redding, how many days is that? What's the addition sum we need to do? Well, we've just recapped that there are 7 days in 1 week. So let's add another 7 days for the second week, plus 2 days. Now I can see a double. Double 7 is 14. Add the 2, it equals 16, doesn't it? Have a look at Las Vegas now. How many days did it rain there? And I want you to write your answer down back on that time facts quiz that you did. And that's answer number 6. Number 7, work out how many days it rained in Midland. And number 8, how many days did it rain in Yuma, Arizona? For number 9, can you write down the name of the place which had the most amount of rain? Most days of rain. And finally, number 10, write down the name of the place that had the least amount of rain. Okay boys, let's move on to the main part of our lesson now. We're going to be adding 2 3-digit numbers again, and we've been doing it in lots of different ways, haven't we, over the last few weeks. You can partition and recombine. You can do it in your head, maybe. And we've done the column method, and there are 2 different versions of that. It's now time to start thinking about which way works best for you. The sum itself can often help us decide which method to use. Do you remember those no work sums that are really, really easy? They can just be done in your head. Whereas the more tricky ones, we need the more formal written down method, don't we? These 4 sums are pretty easy to do, and we can probably do them mentally in our heads. How would you do this in your head? There are lots of different ways. Have a little think. I might have just done 340, add the 500 is 840, but then you've got the 3 to add on, so it's 843. You could have done 503, add the 300 is 803, add the 40, 843. That one's easy because one of the numbers ends in a 0. I wonder how you'd do it. How about this one? Try and do it in your head. You can see that 520 is a multiple of 10, it's ending in a 0. Why don't you add the 200 on from here to make this 720? Then add the 20, that will be 740, and then add the 6, 746. How about that one? What would you do? Stop the video and have a think. And how about this one? That's a near double, isn't it? What's double 152? Double 100 is 200. Double 50 is another 100. That's 300. Double 2 is 4. 304. But you need to add another one, don't you? 305. You might have done it a different way, which is fine. These are more tricky ones, aren't they? You're not really doubling numbers. There's no multiples of 10. These ones are probably better if you write them down using the column method. So can you do that for me? On your square paper, change these to column addition sums and work out the answers. Now think about this one. Is it one you can do easily in your head, or would you need to write it down as a vertical addition sum? Be honest. Write it down on square paper. If you think you can do it just in your head, just write down the answer. But if not, show me your column addition. Now how about this one? Do the same. If you can just do it in your head, mentally, fine. Just write down the answer next to the question. If not, show me your vertical addition. And the same for this one. Write down the question and the answer. And finally, this one. Now turn to your textbook, page 42. Think about the best way to solve these addition sums. Write the questions down on paper and the answers, of course. Show me which way you worked it out. Then have a go at page 43. Please don't forget these think questions. They really stretch you. For extension today, go on to page 44. And then let's have a look at the Enrich website. You need this one, Dicey Operations. And look at the age. You're really stretching yourself if you can do this. So don't worry if you find this tricky. And don't forget all the activities down the side are good to have a go at too. If you're finding this a bit tricky, you could have a go look at Nice and Nasty or Dicey Addition. The links are in the emergency Google folder again, boys. And that's another day done. Well done, guys. See you tomorrow. Bye.